Lakers Nation, listen closely, because what I'm about to share could send shockwaves across the entire NBA landscape. Luka Doncic, yes, the very same star who just last year dragged the Dallas Mavericks all the way to the finals, now wears the purple and gold. He's slimmed down, in arguably the best condition of his life. And for the very first time since joining Los Angeles, he's had a complete off-season to prepare in Southern California. On the surface, everything seems perfectly lined up for Luka to dominate and lead the Lakers into a new era of success. But there's a catch. Not everybody is convinced this story will end like a fairy tale. One respected NBA voice is pushing back hard, insisting that the hype might be fool's gold, and that what's supposed to be a redemption season could very easily collapse into bitter disappointment. Think about the stakes here. The Lakers have gone all in on Luka. He isn't just a piece of the puzzle. He's the puzzle itself. They need him to take command of the offense, to be the relentless force that pulls them deep into the postseason. Because let's be real for a second, this version of the Lakers isn't built to strangle teams with defense. If Los Angeles plans to raise another championship banner, it'll have to come from sheer offensive firepower, with Luka serving as the engine. Now here's where things get interesting. Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report recently went on record with a bold take. Luka Doncic won't deliver the redemption run fans are dreaming of. Hughes questions whether the physical transformation we've all been seeing is real progress, or just clever optics. He even hinted that the viral clips and carefully released photos of Luka could be staged, touched up, or polished to create a narrative rather than reflect reality. That's not all. Hughes also raised red flags about Luka's durability. Staying healthy for a full 82-game grind has always been Luka's Achilles heel. Can his body hold up? Until he proves it consistently, Hughes argues, none of the hype matters. Luka is still in prove-it territory. Then there's the looming presence of LeBron James. At 40 years old, LeBron is still great, but no longer the unstoppable force of his prime. For the first time in his career, he could be the second option on his own team. Hughes pointed out that this shift could create serious tension. Let's not forget, LeBron declined to sign an extension this summer, keeping his future wide open. He has never played as a secondary option in his legendary run, and it remains unclear how that will affect chemistry with Luka, who is eager to grab full control of the Lakers' offense. This dynamic between LeBron and Luka could define everything. On one side, Luka is hungry, energized, and ready to establish himself as the Lakers' cornerstone. On the other, LeBron is still a superstar, but entering the inevitable decline of age. If the two stars click, the Lakers could be nearly unstoppable. If they don't, the entire season could implode before it even gets off the ground. And in Los Angeles, patience is not exactly a virtue. Fans demand championships, not first-round exits, and that pressure only intensifies the spotlight on Luka. The front office has doubled down on its belief in him. Executives trust that a full off-season free from distractions will allow Luka to thrive within the system, bond with the city, and shoulder the franchise's enormous expectations. They see him as the offensive genius who can lift this team, even if the LeBron dynamic proves tricky. But the real question remains, will Luka meet the moment, or will Hughes's doubts ring true, leaving the Lakers scrambling for solutions once more? Because make no mistake, if Luka underwhelms, this team has no fallback plan. Their defense isn't strong enough to cover weaknesses, and there's no hidden superstar waiting in the wings. It's Luka's team now, and the spotlight has never burned hotter. Which brings us back to LeBron James. For more than 20 years, his name has been synonymous with basketball greatness. He's shattered records, rewritten history, and amazed fans night after night. Yet as the 2025-26 season approaches, everyone is asking the same question. Are we about to witness the final chapter of his iconic career? LeBron picked up his player option with Los Angeles, guaranteeing another season in purple and gold. But for the first time ever, he did not commit long-term. That means when the season ends, his future will be wide open. He could test free agency and attempt one last push somewhere else. Or he could finally call it a career after 23 remarkable seasons. Think about the enormity of that. 23 years of dominance at the highest level. He's won titles with every franchise he's played for, become the first player ever to cross 40,000 career points, and even shared the court with his son. An achievement that feels more like folklore than fact. LeBron has faced off against more than a third of every player in NBA history. That level of longevity is nearly impossible to comprehend. From his teenage debut in Cleveland to his super team run in Miami, his emotional return to deliver Cleveland its first championship, and his reign in Los Angeles that included a 2020 title. LeBron's journey is the stuff of legends. But at 40, the question is no longer whether he can still play. It's how much longer he wants to keep playing. Meanwhile, Luka's arrival in Los Angeles has reshaped everything. When the Lakers pulled off the blockbuster trade in February to pry him from Dallas, it instantly signaled a shift. He didn't hesitate to make an impact, and by August, he inked a 3-year, $165 million extension with the Lakers. That deal showed his commitment to leading the franchise forward. At just 26 years old, already with 5 All-Star appearances, Luka made it clear he's ready to be the man to deliver banner number 18. And so, the stage is set. LeBron, possibly approaching the twilight of his career, and Luka, the chosen heir, now share the spotlight in Los Angeles. Will the king walk away after this season, or will he try one last push for glory? Could he even consider a new jersey next year? These questions hang over the franchise like storm clouds. But the drama doesn't end there. Rui Hachimura has suddenly found himself at the center of trade rumors. On paper, Hachimura has been a steady contributor, averaging double-digit points, hitting over 40% of his threes, and providing reliable size and scoring off the bench. Yet his name is circulating in deals because of his contract. Entering the final year of a 3-year, $51 million deal, Hachimura's $18.3 million while his expiring salary is a trade chip the Lakers could use. Expiring contracts are often more valuable as assets than as players, opening doors for big moves. The financial picture is tight. LeBron's $52.6 million salary for next season leaves the front office little wiggle room. That's why ESPN's Bobby Marks predicted Los Angeles would be extremely aggressive this offseason, likely using expiring deals, specifically mentioning Hachimura and Gabe Vincent, to reshape the roster. The Lakers need to maximize this window with LeBron because time is running short. So here's the dilemma. Do they keep Hachimura, risking that he walks for nothing in free agency, or do they flip his contract for the center they desperately need, given that their lack of size has doomed them in back-to-back playoff exits? Hachimura is valuable, no doubt, but this isn't about individual players anymore. It's about constructing a roster capable of winning right now. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more dramatic, another trade rumor surfaced. According to Bleacher Report, a proposed deal would send Derek Lively and Caleb Martin to the Lakers, with Austin Reeves and a future first-round pick heading to Dallas. On paper, it balances needs. Lively provides rim protection and fits seamlessly alongside Luka, while Martin brings playoff-tested defense and versatility. But the cost would sting. Austin Reeves is not just a young guard. He's a fan favorite who's earned respect with his grit, shot-making, and fearlessness in big moments. Trading him would cut deep, but it might also be the sacrifice necessary to put the Lakers in position for another title push. That's where things stand in Los Angeles. LeBron James, possibly on the edge of retirement. Luka Doncic stepping into the spotlight. Rui Hachimura's uncertain future, and potential blockbuster trades on the horizon. The Lakers are staring at a make-or-break season. The path forward could bring a championship or complete chaos. Either way, all eyes are fixed on Hollywood.